With all the talk about YouTube potentially ending the downvote, I wanted to take a look at the whole idea of downvoting from a secular conservative point of view. People are stupid, that's no surprise. Let's take a look at that next. Now, as everyone knows, I am not a big fan of YouTube or Reddit or any other form of social media, both because the companies involved typically suck, but also because people are, let's be honest, just terrible most of the time. But today, I think people are way too emotional and not nearly as rational as they ought to be, and this leads to nothing but problems. So, is YouTube justified in thinking about removing downvoting capabilities from their platform? Or is this just another political move? So, there are two things that I wanted to discuss about social media and the utter stupidity of it all. The first obviously comes with YouTube and the recent talk about removing the ability to downvote, clearly in response to things like Rewind 2018, the most downvoted video in YouTube's history, and the recent Gillette ad that rational people thought was just stupid. YouTube has some very clear political agendas, and more often, they're just not very popular. So they want to remove people's ability to tell anyone else that everything YouTube does sucks. They claim that it's all to do away with the dislike mobs, which is really just YouTube shorthand for people who don't like our ultra-left liberal agenda. They only care about free speech when it's speech they agree with. Otherwise, censorship is just fine with them. That's why they've been doing this to conservatives for a very long time. With YouTube desperately seeking out new ways to maintain ideological purity on their platform, without looking like that's exactly what they're doing, this is just one more attempt to keep anyone who disagrees silent so they can celebrate the narrative that they've been right all along. But the reality is, this isn't going to change anything. If YouTube takes away the ability to downvote, then people will just start leaving negative comments and they'll go into detail on why it sucks. What's YouTube gonna do then? Remove comments? That goes downhill very quickly if they stop allowing anyone to respond on any videos in any way. What they're really doing, assuming they're serious about removing the ability to downvote, is making things even worse for themselves and their political allies. Because now, instead of taking a second to hit that thumbs down button, you're going to get people getting pissed and writing long negative diatribes explaining in great detail what the hell they're doing wrong. And I don't think YouTube wants that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Reddit. Not because Reddit is threatening to take away downvotes or anything like that, but because of their absurd use there. People don't seem to understand what the purpose of a downvote is. It's to disagree with an idea, but far too many people are downvoting emotionally, not rationally. Yeah, I know this is Reddit where rationality isn't that common, but come on, this is just absurd. We're talking about people who just don't like reality. They are effectively downvoting the real world. These people are idiots. So you get someone who will ask a question. You come back with an answer, with evidence and links corroborating your answer. Your answer is factually correct. And you get massively downvoted because your answer isn't emotionally comforting enough. Reality makes people sad, so thumbs down. Well, what's the point of asking questions then? What's the point of any of it? Why are you bothering? Because this is what supposedly intelligent conversation has devolved into online these days. Stupid people reacting on emotion, getting mad at reality because fifis. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about because stupid people are everywhere. Honestly, a couple of days ago, someone asked, how can I motivate myself to read a book? And I had to say, willpower. Absolutely nobody on Reddit can reach out through the screen and make you read the book. It's up to you to have the self-discipline to do what you're supposed to do or what you supposedly want to do, and nobody on Reddit can possibly force you to do anything. But nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants the easy way out. Everybody wants the comforting way out. And that's not how this works. I honestly don't know what to tell people anymore. People don't want answers. They want comfort. They want to think that they're right and everyone else who disagrees is wrong. And when it turns out that's not the case, they will often, as is in the case of YouTube, try to diminish the opponent's ability to vocally or visually disagree, or in the case of Reddit, to get mad at anyone who dared to tell them that they were wrong, or to give them an answer that doesn't make them happy, no matter how realistic or factually correct it is. Ultimately, I don't even care about downvoting. It's just a symptom of a larger problem with humanity today, and it's only getting worse. People have to learn to deal with reality on its own terms and not care how the facts make them feel. This goes for religion, this goes for politics, it goes for everything. If people disagree with you, ask yourself why. Step back and reevaluate your views in light of new evidence. Are you actually right, or are you just being overly emotional? If it's the latter, fix it. Care about what you allow into your head and whether or not it's factually correct. Otherwise, you're being a moron. Now, before I go, just a few seconds ago, I just answered another question over on Reddit for someone who wanted to know if he'd get paid by YouTube if his channel got demonetized for duplication. And I had to tell him no. All of his pending revenue goes away if he's not in good standing at the time of the payout. And he got mad at me, saying, "Damn, YouTube is trying to make me go broke." No, pal. Blame yourself. You're the one that broke the rules. You screwed up, not YouTube. And, of course, I got the inevitable downvote out of that. Imagine my shock.